plants remain a major source of energy at home and at work, but pump far too much pollution into our skies. We must demand responsible actions by industry, and we must also give them the tools to do it. That's why I'm proposing 3 bills. 1, to punish those who repeatedly and grossly pollute our air. Another, to enable coal companies to initiate carbon storage. And 3, a global warming cap and trade bill to create market mechanisms for reducing pollution and rewarding efficiency. With the help of Senator Udall, we kept the Bahia Vidal wild and protected the largest publicly owned area of Chihuahuan desert grasslands, the Otero Mesa. We also opened 4 new state parks to the public: Eagle Nest Lake, Vietnam Memorial, Mesilla Valley Bosque, Cerrillos Hill, and authorized the creation of Pecos Canyon State Park. And to continue our legacy of conservation, I'm proposing the passage of the National Conservation Act to fund efforts to protect forests and watersheds, working farms and ranches, as well as habitat restoration and management. I also asked this legislature to address 3 more important issues. 1, our tax code is hitting too many homeowners with unfair increases, sometimes 2 or 3 times as much as their neighbors. I will send this legislature a proposal to move us towards a more fair and equitable property tax system. 2, our Native American communities, our tribal communities, have over $1 billion in critical infrastructure needs. I believe it's time to dedicate modest recurring funding, 5% of annual severance tax bond capacity, to our successful tribal infrastructure fund for the Native American peoples of New Mexico. Number 3, it's time to extend domestic partnership rights. Who agrees to spend their lives together deserves equal treatment under the law. And as I said before, and I will say again, as a state whose diversity is its strength, we cannot accept discrimination in any form. While we've accomplished much together, this legislature, Republicans, Democrats, the executive branch, there are times when we've stood far apart, when we stood behind bully pulpits pointing fingers instead of sitting side by side at the table solving problems. I may have been wrong myself once or twice. But you know, heading into this session, I urge everyone in this chamber to consider the following words from a great New Mexico governor who passed away last year. His name was Bruce Kent. When asked what his legacy would be, this is what Bruce Kent said. Quote, "I guess just getting New Mexico to realize that if we're going to be successful, we're all going to have to be a family, one large family." You know, this time of need, if we are to succeed, we must work together, maybe even as a family. Our state cannot afford inaction and stalemate. We must act and act responsibly. As I reflected on how I wanted to conclude this State of the State, please don't clap yet. I thought back to how it all began during the campaign I started 8 years ago. I remember as we went town to town, door to door, little towns, big cities, chapter houses, trying to explain what we wanted to accomplish. But I remember the cynics and the critics told us that we couldn't do it. We couldn't do the following. We can't use money from the permanent fund to invest in school classrooms. We can't hold school districts accountable by forcing them to shift dollars from administration to the classroom. We can't invest $1 billion in modern public school buildings, but we did. We can't hold polluters accountable for their effect on the environment or create new parks or set aggressive renewable energy standards and become the clean energy state, but we did. We can't build a film industry or a spaceport or a modern commuter rail, but we did. We can't lower taxes for working families or improve access to health care or raise the minimum wage, but we did. We can't start a pre-kindergarten program or expand full-day kindergarten, and we can't get junk food out of our schools. We did. We can't invest $1 billion into modern and safe highways, curb domestic violence, and there's absolutely no way you can reduce drunk driving. We did. If there's one thing I know about the people of New Mexico, it is that we can get past our beliefs that sometimes something is too difficult or far too out of reach. Then we can accomplish great things. Ladies and gentlemen of New Mexico, our state, New Mexico, will recover. Nuevo Mexico va a recuperarse. It's going to take hard work, and it's going to take shared sacrifice. We will need to remember to believe in ourselves and never forget to believe in each other. As I said in the beginning of this address, how we respond to these tough times is a test of us as a people. Let our response in these extraordinary times be as extraordinary as our people. Que Dios nos bendiga. And God bless us all. Thank you. God bless.